Hello and welcome back to my channel. We have some updates about the Justin Baldoni lawsuit. Blake Lively's lawyer has spoken out and given a statement from them. Some people are not buying what they are trying to put out to us. Justin Baldoni has made his first public statement in front of a camera for the first time at an airport, and we have that video footage that we are going to show you now, and you may be surprised of what he has to say, and an unexpected, I don't know if you can call him a celebrity, an influencer, podcaster, whatever you want to call them, that really has no business speaking out about the situation, has put their 2 cents in as well, which has caused some controversy. So we have 3 big things to talk about today in this video. I am still working on doing the videos breaking down the entire lawsuit. I had the first one up. I'll put it here. Go watch that. That breaks down the emails between Colleen Hoover and Justin Baldoni at the beginning of this movie, and back in, I think it started in like 2019, I think, or 2017, a while back. So go back and watch that. But this is just going to be a quick update video, so hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of these updates. I do true crime, news, gossip, celebrity gossip, drama. We do it all here on this channel, so hit the subscribe button. Help us meet our 100,000 ultimate goal on YouTube in the next, hopefully, couple of years. We'll see. We're at 2K right now. We have 98K to go. We can do it. I know we can. All right. We have a lot to go over, so let's get into it. To start off this video, let's start talking about what Blake Lively's lawyers have to say about the $400 million lawsuit that Justin Baldoni filed yesterday, January 16th. And then we'll look at what Justin Baldoni had to say for the first time in public, as well as who spoke out that is an unlikely person that we really didn't need their 2 cents, but we got it anyways, here in just a second. Now, as you can tell, obviously they're not going to back down, but she said Blake Lively is not backing down from Justin Baldoni's massive legal challenge, and she says his $400 million lawsuit is straight out of the abuser playbook. And this is from them, and I quote, "This is an age-old story. A woman speaks up with concrete evidence." I have yet to see the concrete evidence, but my opinion only, of sexual harassment and relations, and the abuser attempts to turn the tables on the victim. This is what experts call DARVO, deny attack, reverse victim offender. They continue to say that Justin Baldoni and his production company are pulling out all the stops to try and overwhelm the public's ability to understand that what they are doing is retaliation against sexual harassment allegations. And these are still quotes from Blake Lively's team saying they are trying to shift the narrative to Miss Lively by falsely claiming that she seized creative control and alienated the cast from Mr. Baldoni. Well, in the lawsuit, we have picture proof that they put him in the basement and alienated him from the rest of the cast. We have proof of that. There is no cast in the basement with Justin Baldoni. It's just him, his family, and his friends. Here's another photo of them in the basement, alienated from the rest of the cast in the actual lawsuit. Let's continue. And others had their own negative experiences with Mr. Baldoni and Wayfair, which we have yet to hear about. We only hear about anonymous people that have had negative experiences. We don't know those people, and we have not heard of those exact experiences as of yet. The evidence will also show that Sony asked Miss Lively to oversee Sony's cut of the film, which they then selected for distribution and was a resounding success. Now, I want to point out the fact of a couple things here. One, the fact that they say the evidence will also show. I'm assuming they're planning on filing another lawsuit or counter lawsuit, because we do not have evidence that shows that as of right now. The first lawsuit did not show any evidence of that. So I'm assuming they mean we're going to be seeing another lawsuit, or they are just trying to grasp at straws at the moment. One or the other, I'm not sure. Also, the film being a resounding success is not necessarily true, because in the first lawsuit, there is a graph of Justin's cut and Blake's cut where they show it to people before its release, and here's that graph. And Justin's cut did exponentially better than Blake's cut, but yet they still showed Blake's cut for the final pick. Now, I do not know exactly how to read this chart, but from what I read in the lawsuit that this chart was under, Justin Baldoni's cut of the movie did way better than Blake's, but I don't know how to read this chart myself. Now let's get into the clip that TMZ got of Justin Baldoni and his family at the airport, it seems like, and he seemed to be in pretty good spirits, saying he's leaning on his family and his faith to get through this time, and he was really nice about the interview, to be honest, and he thanked the person and everything, and I to me, he could very well be acting. He could very well be acting. He is an actor, but in this clip, he seemed genuinely at peace with what is going on. But that just could be, again, acting, or he could really be at peace and happy and know that everything's going to be all right. I'm not sure. But here is that clip, and you can let me know what you think.
Justin, how you holding up, man?
Hey.
How are you doing?
We're grateful to be with the family, man.
Grateful? All right. Look, I know it's a tough time for you. How do you get through this?
Oh, man. We have amazing friends and family.
I'll set you a screen if you need one.
And faith.
Faith?
Yeah. But thank you
All right.
so much, man. Have a great day.
You got it.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Be blessed, huh?
Lastly, let's talk about Nick Viall. Nick Viall is a ex-Bachelor from Bachelor in Paradise, I think he was on. He's been on Bachelor several times. He now has a wife and a child. He has been through many controversial topics in the past on things. He gives his 2 cents on everything. He has a podcast, and he decided to speak up about Justin Baldoni. He says that Justin Baldoni was on his podcast several years ago. If I can find a clip of Justin on his podcast, I will put a small clip here.
I'm really just curious, how did you get into this topic? You know, how did you become someone who really became passionate about this topic enough to want to write 2 books about it and really kind of in a way, turn it into a part of your career, I suppose. And yeah, so how did that light bulb go on for you, and when did that happen?
Yeah. Thank you for asking that. First of all, I'm a man. And over the course of my life, I realized how unhappy, how disconnected I was, how I was kind of taught as a young boy to just live in this constricting box, and that anything that I did outside of that box would be deemed unmanly, unmasculine, feminine, if you will. The worst thing that I could ever be called, I remember as a young boy, was a girl.
But he said, I had the chance to interview Justin a couple of years ago on my show, and I just had a feeling he wasn't the person he so loudly portrayed himself to be. What that means, I don't know, but you can decipher that and let me know what you think about it in the comments. But I don't really know why Nick Viall was speaking up anyways. It's been years since he's talked to Justin. He's never worked with either Justin or Blake, and so he's very much, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, a clout chaser anyways, which I get. I mean, he was on The Bachelor, and now he's kind of like starting to go downhill a little bit. He has a podcast that does really well, really. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. That is all for today. I hope that helped sum some things up, clear some things up. I'm going to be still breaking down that lawsuit in the next few videos that we are doing, but anytime we have an update, I want to be sure to get it out to you as quickly as possible. Let me know what you think. Did Nick Viall have any reason to put his 2 cents in on Justin Baldoni? What did you think about Justin Baldoni's statement? And what did you think about the statement that Blake Lively's lawyer put out? Are you believing what they're saying, or do you want to see the evidence that they said they have? Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button. Until next time, love you. Bye!